Do you think women and men today have equal rights? Are there any ways women and men do not have equal rights today?
Yes, I think men and women have equal rights in most cases, more so than what they ever used to have. In past years, I would say not, but in 2012, yes, I think they do. In some ways, what was the second question?
Are there any ways women and men do not have equal rights today?
In some ways, I suppose. I think in some cases, certain positions men are still paid higher, and there is, some discrimination.
Right. Do you think women can do most jobs as well as men?
Yes, if they're equally qualified, I think they can.
Are there any jobs you think only men should have? If so, what jobs?
Some of the heavier jobs, I think, men should have as opposed to women. Certain jobs, such as perhaps construction jobs, where there's a lot of heavy lifting, and it could be quite dangerous for a woman, basically, because perhaps she's not built as strong.
Why do you think that?
Some women are.
Well, some women are as strong as men, but in a lot of cases, like myself, for example, I don't think that I'm equally as strong. I only weigh 125 pounds, and in a lot of cases, I think I would hurt myself lifting things that, let's say, your father would lift. He's bigger, he's stronger, and probably more suitable for certain positions, yeah. Like construction.
Are there any jobs you think only women should have? If so, why?
Well, when I was growing up, it was mainly, for example, in the healthcare field, women, men were the doctors, the physicians, and women were the nurses. Today, many women are doctors, and equally many men are nurses. So, I guess not. That's really a matter of opinion, and I think that many men can do women's jobs and many women can do men's jobs.
All right. When men and women have the same jobs, should they be paid exactly the same wages?
Yes, I feel that they should. I think that if they're equally qualified to do a job, then yes, they should equally make the same amount of money.
Right. In households where both the husbands and wife are employed outside the home, how should household chores be shared?
I would say equally as well. If both people are working and both people are putting in the hours and the time of work, then equally when the other is home and has free time to do things, then yes, they should probably do their share and help out with the chores.
Okay. Why is it more important for young women to be well educated today?
Well, I think simply because there are more women in the workforce today, and young women need to be educated so that they can be equal, and they,
Can compete.
And they can compete or compare for the positions that are available for both male and female.
Would you vote for a woman Prime Minister of Canada? If not, why not? And if so, why?
Sure, I would. If she had the knowledge and the capability of running the country, then yes, I feel that that I would vote for a woman Prime Minister.
Why?
Because if she's capable to do it, then equally, why not?
Good point. How has the position of women changed in your lifetime?
The position of women?
Yeah, 'cause they used to, always have to stay home and cook and clean, do dishes.
Oh, yes. Well, in my lifetime, really, growing up, my mother stayed home with the children, us, my brother and I, and my father went out and worked and brought home the money. He was the breadwinner in the family, and she was the mom and took good care of all of the kids and the house. And it's quite a different world today, because in that day, one income was enough to support a family, and in today's time, really, you need two incomes to survive.
How do you think the role of women will change in the next 20 years?
I think that women will have a big role in the next 20 years in the workforce, and I believe they do at this moment, and I believe that women will become educated equally as much as men, and that they will be a big part of the workforce. In many cases today, the woman will go out and be the breadwinner for the family, and in some cases the male will stay home with the children.
Do you think roles will go back to what they used to do, like what they used to be?
No, I don't think they ever will. I think that society has advanced, and it'll never go back to the way it was. It'll probably just advance forward.
Alright. Do you think men will do what women did?
I think men are doing what women used to do already now. Yes, in many households, the woman is going to work and the man is staying home and taking care of the children. Even in cases of divorce rates, a lot of men have custody of the children, whereas one time that it was usually the mother who had full custody of the children. So I would say the answer to that question is definitely yes, men will be doing what women used to do as far as staying home and taking care of the house and the children and so on.
Do you think that it would be better to live back then than now?
Well, I'm sure, an older person in their 80s or, an older person would definitely say probably that they can't believe the way that the world is today for all the change that has taken place. And, I suppose some would say no, they would definitely prefer the world the way it used to be, as opposed to all the modern technology that is difficult today for people who aren't educated with it. What do you think of that?
It's fine.